In this speech, we speak about open source software in academia, and in fact, in Sapienza, we make a large use of open source software. For example, we use FreeBSD as operating system. We use Jails as a container system, Python and Java as application language, PostgreSQL as DB, and so from some years, we start to make large use of Rundeck as a software, as automation software. And today I will tell you my experience with Rundeck. So just some data about our university. Sapienza is one of the Sapienza is one of the oldest university and one of the greatest one in Europe. And we are 15 people working to develop, maintain, support, and monitoring our application. We serve about 100,000 students every day, and our system are busy systems. And we need simplicity, performance, and availability. In this scenario, a process automation software can be missing, and we have chosen Rundeck. This is how Rundeck run in Sapienza. So this is the simple system report of Rundeck. And Rundeck run as a single JIR file in a FreeBSD host. It runs in a Jail subsystem, and the jobs are normally shell script, JavaScript, Python scripts. Especially in Python, we use the fabric module to perform all complex tasks we need for. Okay, and how we use Rundeck? Well, use Rundeck in several environments. Data transformation, in particular, use catalog paint-out data integration that I think many of you should know. Use Rundeck to deploy software releases, and use Rundeck to perform some operation system maintenance tasks. How often? Well, we use Rundeck very often. We have 6 active projects, the 98 jobs in the biggest project, so there are a lot of jobs. And every day we schedule 33 jobs. These jobs can run from few seconds to some hours, in particular to some hours. In particular, that jobs that concern with data transformation. How many users interact with Rundeck? Now about 18 users can make login on Rundeck, and normally this is a runner user. Only some of them can create jobs inside Rundeck. Jobs can run on demand. For example, when a developer would like to deploy a new software release in test or production environment, when a system administrator wanted to change the configuration of an host. And finally, user interact with Rundeck checking activity. For example, the day after, I would like to check if all jobs concerning some data transformation are make the right job, has gone okay. And so we have to read the logs and check his jobs and eventually rerun again. Okay. Obviously, there are some limitations in the Rundeck open source edition. In particular, we cannot build the complex workflow, and it's almost difficult to write granular ACL. And so it's hard for us to manage big teams with a lot of rules. And finally, Rundeck doesn't Rundeck hasn't a dashboard to monitor performance and metrics. So in the future, we are planning to switch to PagerDuty Process Automation to work with some much more feature than we can do with Rundeck. And we are thinking about developing a new Zabbix plugin because we use Zabbix to monitoring our system. And so it's great for us to have a plugin by which we can monitor performance and status of Rundeck. There is in the community a project called the Rundeck Exporter that make it possible to use a Grafana dashboard for Rundeck. It's a great tool. I checked it some days ago, but user Zabbix, and so would like that even Zabbix can monitor Rundeck. Okay, now I will tell you about our experience, and in particular, one project, the deploy project, is one of the most used, one of the most important job in Rundeck for us. And so in deploy project, jobs are a simple workflow made of at most 3 steps that in general request a commit from a Git repository, copy files copy files in the right path of several hosts, and finally reload the application server to run the new releases. In the screenshot, you can see the UI that we have built with Rundeck, and we note a particular option called dry run. This option is very important for us because this option is set true to default. And this option simulates the action executed by the jobs without making any changes. When the user is sure about what he is doing, he sets the run to false and goes on. This option is very used in Python Fabric module, and we have translated in Rundeck. Okay, in this slide you can see typical jobs of deployed jobs. So the 3 steps where I get the right commit from Git, update the file on the target host, and finally reload the application server. As you can see, a deploy project is composed from several jobs. Each one called the other one. So there are some building blocks that are referenced by an upper job. Okay, and finally we speak about data jobs, jobs by which we can perform or operation on our data. Our application collects a lot of data every year, and these data are very useful for Sapienza to infer about some performance metrics and a lot of data that we have to know. All these jobs are written using the printout data integration. Obviously, the open source version of printout data integration. And basically, Rundeck in this project is like a UI to kettle jobs. So we write kettle jobs, deploy them on the target host, and by Rundeck, we have the UI and the scheduling engine to run jobs at every day, and to give our coworker the ability to run jobs on demand without have the data integration installed on their PC, on their machine. It's very, very useful for now. For us these features.
Franco, if I may ask, kettle scripts. This is the first time I hear that, but what is that actually?
About what? Sorry, Martin. Can you repeat?
Kettle scripts. What's that?
Kettle script. Yes, kettle script are the scripts used by Pentaho Data Integration to run jobs that I wrote with it. When you use Pentaho Data Integration, you have a graphical interface by which you can build all the workflow. Okay. And you save the results that is an XML file or locally on your machine, or you can save the script, the workflow on a remote position. In particular, you use PostgreSQL to save all the kettle job, all the Pentaho jobs. And we have a node, okay, that can run all these jobs. The jobs are running by a shell script. Shell script is part of the Pentaho integration suite. So our node connect to the remote location. Particularly, it's connected to the DB where the the kettle jobs are saved, and it can run the jobs. For example, if you look in this screenshot, you will find the command kitchen dot shell, and the option by which you can retrieve the job. Okay, but this is the kettle job, not the Rundeck job. Okay.
Yeah.
And so Rundeck can simply, very, very simply, run this job, collect the log, and collect the job, and so our coworker can check what's happened. Okay, so this is what you are speaking about at the start of the speech when in survey we found that no one use Rundeck for data transformation.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is the example by which you can use Rundeck in a very simple way to make a lot of transformation. And for example, if I can share my so fine, I would like to finish the presentation, and after I would like to show you the live Rundeck so I can see you what exactly happened. Okay, but let me finish the the presentation.
Yes.
Okay, so we spoke about data warehouse jobs, and finally, I would like to make a request about a new feature that I would really like. In particular, I need for a white and black list of commands that a node can execute, because in such a way, everyone is sure to not execute potential descriptive jobs. Why? Because by Rundeck, when you connect Rundeck to a nodes, you can execute every command on that nodes, and so and this is a problem because a coworker, even only for a mistake, can make something that he shouldn't do. So if when I connect to a node, I could pass a white and black list to that node, it should be great. And okay, that's all. But I share another screen. This is Rundeck Live, okay? And this is the Kettle project where are all the jobs about data transformation. There are a lot of jobs. And as you can see, there are a lot of scheduling, okay? And for example, if you take just a particular job.
I'm happy that you gave all the jobs an English name and not an Italian name.
Yeah, use Italian and English as you prefer.
Yeah.
So, like, for example, there is a running job. Okay, if I go there and I open the logout, I can see the kettle out, and it's wonderful for us. Okay, in real time, every one of us can check what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay, and we have the expected time for even for every jobs. And for example, there is a failed jobs. Okay, why? Check it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, there is a Java error because okay, unexpected file is required and come before. So in this, my coworker can check it and fix the issue.
Yeah.
Okay, and run the jobs.
All right. Okay.
Kettle jobs are the most used jobs in Rundeck, and I think that it's a good integration with the data transformation.
Yeah. And I did see that in the chat, Justin, my colleague, put a link around a little bit more detail on that as well. So for now, Franco, thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank
you, Martin.
Very good. So
yeah, I mean, I know we want to keep on track and everything. One comment that I've had, and I'm just gonna copy it in here. It was the comment around dashboarding and things like that. So one of the approaches you might want to use is the Prometheus exporter. So you can, you can export all of the job stats and things like that direct to Prometheus, and then use something like Grafana to build yourself some nice dashboards. If that was something you wanted to do, what I've done, I've copied it in the, I've copied again into the link into the chat. So if anybody wants to take a look, there's the documentation about how to set that up.
Yeah, and Justin, it's also open source, right? That
Yeah. It's okay. I'll check it. Justin. Great. Thanks a lot.